no other business,
I have
is
new.
there anything
I have.
that anybody else would like to bring up?
Yes, I have something under new business. I'd like to bring up a new motion, please. First, I'd like to say that several weeks ago we had a meeting, I believe, back on August the 11th, and I was away. I was very far away, and I care so much about this village, and I did not get a chance to properly address the village in terms of my choice of everything that I actually made a decision on. Please note that I've been going through a lot of turmoil in my household, with my family, and as a result of being away, I didn't have the proper documentations in front of me to making specific decisions that I made in terms of having the proper documentations. So there were some decisions that I made last week, and I want the board to understand where I am coming from. In light of the fact that I was not here on the August the 11th, at this moment, I would like to make a motion, which is a new motion, and I want everyone to hear me very clearly. And I'm a person who is really, I think, very hard in my decisions. And I want the board to understand that I would like to make a motion to terminate the contract of Tony Malia effectively, immediately. In addition, to direct the treasurer to stop all payments to Tony Malia immediately. Do I have a second?
Second, in purpose of discussion, I would like to give you actually an advice about trustee. You already voted yes.
Well, he can make a new motion to
Can you
terminate.
motion to? Oh,
He's not retracting the old.
No,
So
Okay.
he can make the
I
motion.
believe that
All
this
right.
motion is out of order.
it's not out of order.
In terms of
It's
the
my
fact
motion.
that any,
It's my motion. You
it
second?
may be
Okay.
your motion, but I
Okay.
believe it's
All
out
in-
of order.
all in favor?
All personnel motions
No,
must be made.
That's not true. That's not true.
Personnel.
Huh? Say that again?
It's not personnel.
It's not personnel. We don't have to do this behind closed door. Look, I specifically made it. You seconded. Matt, could we take a roll call, please? Madam Clerk?
Well, first, I declare this to be out of order. I do not give up any rights to protest this. And in essence, it is out of order. All new motions in reference to new activities which have not been brought to our attention is totally and completely inappropriate. And I wanted to go on record as to complain.
Yep. Good.
At this particular point, then I will direct that you do take a roll call vote.
Can I just say that there is a contract that was signed, and the board may want to consider whatever ramifications there are with respect to the
It
contract.
may
I've
be, by
considered
the
it.
way, a breach of contract.
I've considered it.
And it may, and I would suggest, in any event,
Roll
that
call.
without the attorney having an opportunity to advise you in reference to your rights in this regard, that it would be probably inappropriate to do, and that you may cause liability to the village.
It's only a contract. It's only a contract. And
So,
the
quick question. If we enter a contract with somebody,
Yes.
is at any time, at any moment, can we reject that contract? Yes or no? Can we revoke that contract?
Well, depending on the way the contract's worded, you're breaching. If you just cancel an enforceable contract, you're breaching the contract. That's the point in the contract.
Okay.
So
We'll take
the
our
contract
chances.
is
And
for 6
therefore,
months.
that is correct. It's for 6 months. If you're breaching the contract,
Okay.
if it's determined that you're breaching the contract, the village could theoretically be liable for 6 months of pay based upon that contract.
So if we let them go, we still have to pay them?
That's the way the contract
doesn't-
may very well be interpreted by the court.
Maybe. It's a maybe. Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
that's the way the contracts work.
So hold on, Counsel, real quick. Look. This is a statement only made for us to deter us from having a true opinion. The bottom line is,
didn't make a statement to.
Oh, listen,
That-
listen.
not the way, not saying towards you.
I just want to touch upon
Not
what
towards
the
you.
mayor said. The mayor said
Not towards
about
you.
being out of order. This is a well argued argument. Any trustee can bring any business at any time, whether in verbal or in writing, at any given moment during a meeting, during a regular scheduled meeting and a special meeting. So, a particular motion, without going into the specifics of this particular motion, a trustee has a right to bring up a motion, and another trustee, board member, has a right to second that motion. And once it's been moved and seconded, the item is in order, and it can be
That's
voted.
it. That's it.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, okay. So roll call, Madam Clerk, Madam Assistant Clerk,
All right,
Deputy Clerk.
roll call. Well, first, based upon the nature of the motion and based upon the fact that this individual worked for me, I'd like to call and do my vote first, as opposed to last, because I'd like everybody to hear what I have to say. And what I have to say is that he is a hard worker. He's been working with me. He's been moving us forward in a number of areas. And to lose him at this stage would be a very, very bad thing for the village and for the progress of the village, and will set us back. And in essence, he is earning his money. He is working hard. And I think that this is totally inappropriate. And by the way, I also think that if there are problems with him as a contract, as by the way, so is other employees who've been discussed this evening, and they have a right to confrontation, and they have a right to know what the problem is, and they have other rights. And by voting this at this time, without giving them advance notice of any failures or inadequacies that you believe are in their performance, would be totally and completely inappropriate. I therefore vote no.
That's,
Trustee Eisenbach?
No.
Trustee Francois?
yes.
Trustee Grossman?
My vote is yes.
Deputy Mayor Quirino?
Yes.
Please note that I did specifically say that, in addition, that all payments must stop effectively immediately, in writing. Make sure that the treasurer is directed to stop all payments effectively immediately, please. Thank you.
Please make note that the mayor has left the room. I no longer want to participate in this meeting. Goodbye.
Deputy Mayor, will you make a motion to adjourn, please?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. All in favor, say yes.
I'll second it.
Are you second it?
All in favor?
All in favor, say yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.